Hi and welcome back to this tutorial on how to write a theme of variations. So we're writing for violin and piano. We are on variation 6, writing G major. This the original theme was in 4/4 time. This variation is in 6/8. We finished the A section, which is this bit here. We're now moving on to the B section, which is a transition from the dominant back to G major, and it uses the dominant 7th on E, so it's E, G sharp, B and D to go to A minor, then dominant 7th on G to go to C, and then we're back in G major there. So we want to do something similar to that. Let me just delete that for the moment so it doesn't confuse us. I'll just add a few more bars in, 10 bars, okay. Now, so we need to move down to dominant 7th on E, so what we could do is we could just use this kind of this material in the violin like that. In fact, let's just play it because I haven't played it since writing all this stuff in. Okay, that sounds fine. So, as I was saying, we can use this kind of motion in the violin to go down to deleting these bars. Okay, good, right. So we could just have this, and that naturally goes down to the G sharp in the next bar. So let's just think about what kind of thing we want to do. We want to have some cohesion with the section before. So we could use some of this rhythmic idea, you know, like these octave leaps, or these arpeggios here. Or maybe these kind of arpeggios here, these Quaver Arpeggios. So we could go something like, let's go for these Quaver Arpeggios here, these ones. So we could do something like so something like this, with the G sharp obviously, because we're on the dominant 7th of E here. Okay, that's fine, and just here as well. Okay, that's good. That one. So we've got that kind of motion going on in the left hand of the piano, and then obviously we resolve that to A minor. So we could just we could continue down on the E. So that's a kind of a constant pedal thing going on there. Okay, so that's good. Now obviously we need to go down, as we said, this A needs to move down to the G sharp. So we'll need a chord there to state that we're on the dominant 7th. So let's just have just to make that a little bit more clearer, I'll just put the notes in the left hand. So I think here in fact it would probably be best not to go to dominant 7th, but just have to have the E major chord to make it sound a little bit cleaner, as we've got this pattern going up and down on the E chord. So let's see how that sounds. So as we come up, we can answer this chord just simply by having a chord here as well. I think that should sound okay. So something like this. That needs to be sharp, and it needs to be, there we go. Okay, I think that sounds fine. And we'll have this one up here. Oops. So that's an A minor chord, second inversion, and we want something similar, like a chord like we had here. Okay, so that G resolves up to the G sharp resolves up to the A there. Okay, so it's got a nice symmetry to it that now. So the violin part, let's just take some of these quavers, why not? Just to keep it really simple, we can just have this on the E. So I have that as well. Yeah, I think that's good. Well, you don't want to overdo it, otherwise it will get a bit repetitive. So instead of doing it again there, we could have we could just hold the E, for example. So we need to come up to the A there. So something like that, I think. Let's just have a listen. Okay, I think that sounds good. I think that sounds good enough to repeat it, in fact, because if we weren't to repeat it, we've effectively got to go back. We've got to introduce a dominant 7th on G here, and I think it will just be too short a passage. I think it will sound more effective if we copy it. And then we have the G7 chord here. We're going to have to put some more harmony notes in here, definitely. Oh, possibly. In fact, we could use this this rhythmic idea going downwards instead, to get the whole range of notes. Why not? Let's do that. So, oops. Okay, I think that'll work if we've got some G's going on here. Okay, I think that should be alright. I'll tell you another thing we could do is we could just, instead of having this pattern here and here, which is probably fine, you know, it doesn't matter. You could just have this, so there's sort of 3 of them. I think that should sound good. Right, so let's have a listen, and we'll continue next time. So let's... Great. Okay, so please do join me next time, and please subscribe if you like these videos, and I'll speak to you soon.